Welcome back to Akron Summits Franchise, fresh off the bye week here in week 11. So our guys should be rested and recharged. Of course, trying to get back in the win column after suffering that 35-24 loss to the Cincinnati Bengals. And our task does not get any easier today, taking on these 7-2 Dolphins that look really, really good, by the way. They are the 5 seed, and we are currently the 7 seed. We also got Mock Draft 2 that's out now, so we'll take a look, see how the board is shaken up. It looks like all defenders projected to go in the top 5. That's very interesting. Of course, we are not worried about defenders in round 1 because we are trying to draft our Garner Minshew replacement. Looks like Glenn Fox, at least as of right now, is the first quarterback going off the board at pick 7 to the New York Giants. I believe we were mocked to take Kevin Saunders, at least in the last mock draft. And yeah, Right now, currently mocked to take Kevin Saunders in round 1 with pick 27. Of course, that could change, but I believe Kevin Saunders was looking like the best of the bunch. We should, as a matter of fact, have more percentage scouted on those round 1 quarterbacks, so we'll have to take a look at that. But in today's episode, guys, we will do just that. We will take a look at those round 1 quarterbacks, see if Kevin Saunders is the guy. We also got a game plan to take on the 7-2 Dolphins. They're first place in several categories here. They score a lot of points, and they look like a really good team, so it should be a difficult matchup today. We also got a storyline from the defensive coordinator. Not sure who that's about. Very interesting. We got lots to get into today. Cue the intro, man. And the quarterbacks are, in fact, 65% scouted, which is, I think last time they were 20. So we should know a lot more about these guys. That Glenn Fox is supposedly supposed to be the first one to go off the board. He's got good size, 6'5", out of Texas. He's a strong arm quarterback. We know he can throw under pressure, but the accuracies are still kind of up in the air. He does have great to elite throw power, which I do like. Not really the fastest chap in the world. He's got good strength, too. And under pressure is good. Again, awareness is good, but the accuracies, we just don't know. They could be good. They could be mid. It's really hard to tell. I also hate how it changes every time you go back to, like, you should be able to click on a player and scroll through them. That was in Madden 24, but you have to go back to this board every time you want to look at somebody different. So I'm not really a big fan of that. So that's Glenn Fox. Kevin Saunders, though, I think heavens to Betsy. Wow. Okay, he looks really good, at least with just the key ratings. A, deep accuracy, A, short accuracy, B, medium accuracy. Under pressure is also A. He's a scrambler. Not a fan of the Michigan college, but I guess I can let that go. And wow, a scrambler archetype with elite to great throw power. It's pretty awesome, and he's actually faster than Glenn Fox too. I think Kevin's the guy, man. I think we're drafting Kevin Saunders. I mean, unless one of these other guys a lot better, but we know he's very accurate. We know he's got great to elite throw power. We know he's a scrambler. I mean, really, what's not to like with Kevin? Yeah, I mean, unless one of these other guys like Devin Scott, I mean, already he's not going to be as accurate as Saunders. He's got great to good throw power, but he's not fast at all. He's a statue in the pocket. So Kevin Saunders is much better than him. And then the other guy was George Brackett, also not as accurate, and we know that for a fact. All these quarterbacks got elite to great throw power or good to great, and they're all very strong. But I don't see a world where we don't draft Kevin Saunders in the first round. Let's see what our defensive coordinator has to say. You need to shift our focus to the Dolphins. Yeah, you think? I mean, we're playing them. Our secondary is going to have a hard time against their QB. I agree. Tua, Tyreek Hill, that should be a pretty formidable matchup. So we're going to go ahead and meet with the team and see what they have to say about it. They're probably going to want somebody to get 15 tackles, 5 interceptions, and 8 sacks. Something crazy like that. Let's talk about the Dolphins. Max Crosby said, we talked about how Tua could cause problems for our secondary. So what is the plan to deal with that? Well, Max, I'm glad you asked. Coach Smallz has an answer. So we could either do man coverage, zone coverage, play recognition, probably man. I feel like man would probably be the best route to go. I think our team kind of plays a little bit better in man, and I'm looking to see something big from Xavier Howard today because he really hasn't done too much. He was injured the first week, but he hasn't done too much really since we traded for him. The Dolphins are a problem. Especially on offense, man, they average the most rush yards per game at 120. They're top 5 in every major category that's up there on the board. Defending the deep pass is going to be the way to go with Tyreek Hill, Jaden Waddle, and I mean, even their defense is elite. They're top 5 in 4 different things. So this could be a slaughter today. Not going to lie. We'll do half pads for the defense. I don't want any injuries. And as far as our offensive focus, I mean, it should probably be, they want throw it medium. I guess I can rock with that. No, we're going to go throw it deep as a matter of fact. I still am not a fan of how that weighs out, you know, with the pluses and the minus to different traits. Let's get a freaking interception today. We need that. We're going to make that our goal. Let's just allow less than 24 points. The Dolphins, we just saw, they can put up points, but I think we can too. We're going to go 400 plus offensive yards, and maybe this one will turn into another shootout. Heading on down to Hard Rock Stadium. This game has huge playoff implications. We're actually relevant, if you can believe that. I did not think that we would be taking over the Las Vegas Raiders, but here we are sitting at the 7th seed, and a surprising win today would just elevate us and really show that we're a contender as opposed to a pretender. So if you guys are fired up for this Akron Summits franchise and you're loving this content, please like the video and subscribe to the channel. Remember, at 2,000 subscribers, I will do an NFL jersey giveaway. Help me get there and help me get to 4,000 watch hours. And without further ado, let's get on down to Hard Rock Stadium in Miami and get ready for the game. So defense gonna take the field first, and you know, our defense is kind of weird. I feel like at the beginning of the season we were really playing well and not allowing a lot of points, but you know, we allowed 35 in that Bengals game. We allowed a bunch of points to the Chiefs. I think also 35 in that game too. And now we're taking on the likes of Tua, who is having a phenomenal season. 12 touchdowns to only 1 interception, over 2,300 yards. And with him, Tyreek Hill, Jalen Waddle, our defense, who's got some question marks, it could be a long day at the office. We are going to play a lot more man coverage today because we did have that little storyline. And there is Tyreek Hill right out of the gates making the catch. Nate Hobbs brings him down, but it's an early pickup of 9. And not to say that we won't play zone, but Xavier Howard and Nate Hobbs, they have a minus to their zone coverage now. There's Achane on the run. He's only able to pick up a couple as he is brought down there very quickly by Isaiah Palamau. So chain mover though, and the Dolphins do get a fresh set of downs. I mean, look at all those superstars and superstar X factors. They're littered with them. So, yeah, it should be. Oh, come on. I needed Tyree Wilson to get back there, and I freaking mistimed it. But I don't. Oh, my God. Tyreek Hill dropped that. Oh, shit. Tyreek Hill dropped that? I had Trayvon Merrick. I usered up on him, and I pressed square to try to swap the ball, which never works. Why? I don't know. And somehow the Madden gods favor us today, as the cheetah is not able to haul it in. Wow. Yeah, that could have been disastrous to start. Luckily, it was not, and we are gifted with a new lease on life here, and there's Hobbs in the backfield. Tyreek Hill catching it, but he is going the wrong way, and Tyreek Hill not wanting any of that good sportsmanship. Nate Hobbs is a stand-up dude, man. He was just trying to give you a little handshake, tell you good job, but the cheetah says, I don't want to hear it. And 3rd and 12. Let's see if we can get them off the field here. Gonna use her up on Robert Spillane and just patrol these sticks. That's really what we want to do. Pressure was coming. Pressure was getting into the backfield there, and Tagovailoa is gonna have to throw it away. So nice work by the Summits defense. We do force a punt on Miami's opening series, and hopefully that's the first of many punts here to come. Amir Abdullah gonna return it. No blocking, really. And now we're going to see Gardner Minshew mania. Could be Kevin Saunders next year. Looking like it might. And don't get me wrong. Actually, Minshew's playing good. He's really playing good, but he's normal development. He's going to start regressing. Maybe not next year, but it's not going to take long. And really, you know, You can throw yards with any quarterback in Madden. It's no secret. So, you know, Minshew is not the long-term answer. I'm going to look at Devontae Adams here. If the corner comes down, which he didn't, I was going to try to see if I could get him in single coverage. Brock Bowers going to catch it for 4, and his amazing season continues. We got to try to get him to... I need to just check it because I speculate every freaking episode. I believe it's 70 catches was the goal that we set for Bowers, and he's definitely on pace to get there. We got Amir Abdullah in, so maybe he can get a good run here behind our offensive line. We're going to go straight up the gut, and that play is shut down with the quickness there. Not even a chance, as Tier Tart was there to drop us in the backfield. I'll make it 3rd and 8. This Dolphins defense is top 5 in a lot of categories, so it's no secret. Gonna have to really be on our A game today. Let's see if we can pick.
They ask you how you are, you just have to say that you're fine when you're not really fine.
This one up, though, and we are sacked right away. Never even had a chance, as Zach Seiler is there to get us. So far, back-to-back punts. And what looks to be, you know, what looked like it could be an offensive shootout, which it still could, don't get me wrong. But so far, it's the defense on both squads showing up. Tyreek Hill going to call for a fair catch. And Tua will start this drive here from the 36. Following that sack on our series, you know, it's worth noting. I know I didn't show them. I was highlighting the QBs. But we are looking at offensive linemen pretty heavy in the draft, too. Our offensive line is not great. Tua, oh, it's good coverage there. Really good coverage by who else? Divine Diablo. And you know what? I forgot. I should have done this pre-game. We got to get him locked up on a contract. He turned us down last episode. Ooh, Tyreek Hill. No, we need Jack Jones to play some good coverage on him. Man coverage, remember, that is the focus today. Malcolm Kuntz getting some penetration and almost got home. If I had a nickel for every time I almost got a sack on a quarterback in the season, I would probably have close to $1. Get some pass, shading over top here, and let's see if we can force another punt by the Dolphins. I'm going to have Tyree Wilson really just kind of watch Tyreek Hill, but it's the other superstar. Jalen Waddle, nice read there by Tua. He is able to complete the pass to Jalen, and the Dolphins get this right at the logo here, midfield. So nice conversion there by Tua. Thought maybe we would be seeing another punt, but unfortunately it was not to be. Playing zone coverage here, which apparently we're not going to do well at that today. And there's Jalen Waddle again. Second straight completion. That one is good for another first down. He's starting out 2 for 29. Yeah, it's not going to take much to get this Dolphins offense going, I feel like. Again, there's just so many weapons. Tyreek Hill on the reverse, and we're there to shut it down pretty much immediately. Not really giving him any shot there. And that was Tyree Wilson, who also surely he's not due for a contract. He's playing good too, though. I'm impressed with what I've seen so far from Tyree, so hopefully he can keep that up. Tua sending a man in motion. That is Jalen Waddle, and we will use her up on Spillane. Oh, it's a play fake, and we're there. Right on cue. What did I just say? Tyree Wilson drilling Tua in the backfield. And so far, these defenses are coming to play. Tyreek Hill going in motion. So got to have Tyree Wilson. Tua going to be brought down again. Wow. Look at that, man. Look at that. That is Adam Butler. We haven't had too many sacks this season. Matter of fact, I think Max Crosby has 1. But so far, that's, 3 in this game? 2? Dolphins got a sack as well. It's a regular sack fest out here. Looking like a Ron Jeremy video. And now our second drive will start from the 18. All right, Summit, so far this first quarter is a snooze fest. Let's see if we can well, we're not going to wake the crowd up. It's not our home crowd. Let's see if we can wake me up at least. We got Abdullah coming out of the backfield, and he did get dragged down, spun around there on that Texas route, but by the time the tackle was made, he was crossing the line to gain. Anthony Walker Jr. makes the tackle. And it's very interesting, this running back situation that we got going on here. We got 3 of them, really, that we use all the time. Ooh, hold on a second. Wait now. I probably can't audible Trey Tucker. Oh, God, I'm messing this up, man. I'm messing this up so much. Yeah, there we go, baby. Come on, Trey Tucker is not going to be the read. It's going to be Abdullah again. I had something going there, man. I thought we could maybe get Trey Tucker up the seam. But unfortunately, it was not to be. Should be the last play here before the end of the first. And yeah, so far, a couple goose eggs on the scoreboard. You don't see that too much in this series. Lots of high-scoring games. But 2nd and 8 from the 32, and we're coming out mesh spot. We got Jacoby Myers. I'm sorry. Thought that was Devontae Adams. I think I shifted their assignments around a little bit for some formation subs. But regardless, Jacoby makes the catch, and that will take us to the end of the first. 0-0 ball game. Defenses really came to play, and again, I'm okay with that. Let's see if we can engineer some points and go up here on the scoreboard. Ooh, Devontae is getting pressed. Depending on what that safety does, if I see that safety cheat down even slightly. Oh, he did. Come on, can we get Adams? Can we get Adams? I think we did. Look at Devontae. Oh, and he breaks the tackle, and Adams is in. Throwing Dodd's trophy. Don't know what that is, but wow, Devontae Adams. That was a heck of an effort, man. Gardner kind of laid it out a little bit too far. And, again, not taking anything away from him, but that's also why I'm kind of looking for our quarterback of the future. But Devontae stretched his arms out, broke a tackle, and finds the end zone for the first score of the game. And this crowd is dead silent after that one. Let me not miss this extra point. That one should be good. Barely. Okay. Daniel Carlson able to boot it through. But Devontae Adams, man, remember, he told us, what did he say? He gave us a little threat a couple weeks ago. He said, you do not want to find out what's going to happen if you don't get me my targets. Now, I suppose, for whatever reason, I'm going to have to mess around with the formation subs and get Devontae in a set where he can get some rushing attempts. As dumb as that is, he wants 7 of them, I want to say. But plays like that, hopefully that will make Devontae a little bit more happy. Now, let's not stop the defensive intensity here. I'm going to have Divine Diablo blitzing. Maybe he can get in the backfield a little bit. He got so close to Tua, but Tyreek, oh, thank God, Naobs made that tackle. Tyreek would have been gone, and we almost got there with Divine Diablo. And if he would have got that sack, I may have just signed him to a freaking max contract next episode. Not really. Divine Diablo, love you, but not worth a max contract. But if I got to overpay for him, here's the thing. Ratings, I know, matter. Dev traits matter. But so do results. And I know I'm kind of playing devil's advocate there. I just pretty much said the opposite about Gardner Minshew. Oh, look at that. Sack in the backfield. Isaiah Palomao also playing good this season, too. And he's up for a contract. So stats matter. I pretty much said the opposite about Gardner Minshew. I understand that. But Divine Diablo, I want him on this team. He's giving us results. He's producing week in and week out. And that's really all you can ask for. So way behind the chains now are the Dolphins. Tua going to send Tyreek Hill in motion, as he has been quite a bit this game. Oh, look at Crosby. Wow, Max Crosby just drilled Raheem Mostert for about a loss of freaking 12. All right, come on, boys. We should be able to stop him on a 3rd and 24. Keyword should, because I've seen opposing teams convert to 3rd and forevers. It's another sack. 2nd sack of the day for Adam Butler. Wow, this Summits team, it must have been that bye week. Because these boys are playing with purpose. And I'll go ahead and say it right now. This is the best our defense has looked all season. Now, still a whole second half to go, I understand. And we could, Abdullah drilled there. Still a whole second half to go. We most certainly could collapse. But right now, we are looking like a brand new freaking team out here. All right, 5.5 to go till halftime. Let's test the outside with Hunt. And he's got some room. One man to beat. Can we do it? We could not. So close there. Kendall Fuller, who shout out to Kendall Fuller from my St. Louis Sentinels franchise. Gotta love it. But that is the type of run I like to see from Kareem. If he just could have shook Kendall Fuller there, he would have been gone. But I will certainly take it. We got Devontae on an out route, but this is probably Michael Mayer or Brock Bowers. It's Bowers. Off-target pass by Minshew. Thrown at the feet there. Maybe a little bit of pressure by Kader Kohu, but it is an incomplete pass. I'm going to streak Devontae again. He's probably going to be my first read. I know we got Brock Bowers as the safety blanket if we need him, and yeah, that's exactly where that's going to go. Brock Bowers making his second catch of the afternoon, and that one will actually get it into Dolphins territory, getting the ball all the way down to the 45. Into Dolphins territory now, we're going to come out single back, got our buddy Kareem Hunt, and let's go ahead and motion over the big blocking tight end there, Mercedes Lewis. I'm also going to do a little half slide to the left. This left side has been working pretty well for us, and Kareem Hunt trying to outrun Andre James was just in our way, man. He was too slow, but running behind him, I guess always a good idea as we get very, very close to moving the sticks. And you know what? If it ain't broke, don't fix it. We are going to continue on the ground here. Going to give it to Hunt again. Hunt trying to cut up field. Not really a great gain there, but he was pushed forward and ultimately did get the first down. Trey Tucker, I'm streaking him. They got single high safety. We got Devontae on, and actually, you know what? Maybe Jacoby Myers is the better option. Oh, yeah, baby. Come on, get it over. What in the world was that? See, that's why we're looking at Kevin Saunders, because as well as Minshew has played, and I'm not taking anything away from him, he has played very, very good. At the end of the day, he's still Gardner Minshew, and you're still going to see plays like that. Now, this is also going to be a streak to Trey Tucker. I'm probably going to look that way first, and if it's not there, probably look for Abdullah, but it should be there, and there's a... Oh, Trey Tucker's still going. Wow. There's a nice play by Minshew. That one, I knew that if that linebacker did not drop back in coverage, even if he did, it's Trey Tucker, so he's very, very fast. Trey getting us really, really close to scoring distance. Now, depending on how we play this clock, I mean, we're very close. 2-minute warning. We got to snap this ball, but we're going to get the ball after halftime, so I would ideally like to kill this clock as much as humanly possible. I mean, we definitely got to score, right? So that's the main focus, but I mean, the Dolphins will definitely get it with some time left, and we know teams in Madden, especially when you got a receiver like Tyreek Hill, they can score in 5 seconds, but you know, as much of this clock as we can possibly take down, the better. And again, not liking these play calls really, especially for red zone opportunities. But maybe if I have Bowers block, possibly Trey Tucker, somebody can get open in the corner. Actually, JK, it's Jacoby Myers. There we go. So Myers got a touchdown. Adams got a touchdown. And we're up 14-0 against one of the best teams in the AFC and quite possibly even the NFL in this franchise. And, you know, I don't know. Sometimes I guess, you know what? I'm due for a game like that, okay? Let me stop talking so I don't miss this. But I'm due for a game like this, man. I've been struggling on my SFL series. We had a bit of a skid here in this Akron Summits franchise. So I'm due for a game to just kind of all come together and finally go my way. 2-minute drive, though. Gotta hang on. As terrible as the Dolphins have played, or I guess as well as we've played, they're still the Dolphins, and they can still score in a heartbeat. Tua, though, trying to avoid pressure again. We got Tua flustered back there in that pocket. I believe we're at 3 sacks, and now he's going to go hurry up, though, which I always hate. Not a fan of that whatsoever. And where's Tua going to go? I knew he's going to scramble, but Max Crosby, I believe we just got him a sack. Call freaking Guinness. Those have been hard to come by. And don't look now, but if we can stop him here on 3rd and 5, we might get the ball back. And we get the ball after halftime. No, not going to happen. That one is completed to OBJ. Of all people. And now here come the Dolphins. Hurry up again. So gotta be careful. This is usually when teams pick up the big gains on me, but Tyree Wilson just got wrapped up into an animation somehow. But Nate Hobbs there to make a nice tackle on Tyreek Hill. Dolphins gonna call a timeout with 51 seconds to go till halftime. Definitely not in Jason Sanders' field goal range yet, but it's only gonna take about 1 or 2 completions to get there, I feel like. And there is said completion. Trying to dive there and tackle Jonnu Smith, the tight end. We weren't able to. And now surely the Dolphins are in field goal range. And they might actually just, they'll probably run one more play and then be content to bring out the vet Sanders. And that's, I'm sure, exactly what's going to happen. They actually should have. Wow. Okay. So they are being aggressive here. They got to either, they can't take a sack. They cannot get tackled inbounds. It's got to be end zone or out of bounds. And let's have Max Crosby just kind of help out in coverage here. Tua wisely throws it away. Let's see if they'll bring out Sanders. Now they will. So looking for their first points of the game, which is, did not expect to be saying that. Maybe I expected to be saying our first points of the game at halftime. But Sanders does drill it through. And we will just go ahead and get on into the locker room, up 14-3. Nice half of football from the Summits. I am impressed. 14-3. And as well as our offense has played, you know, Davante Adams and Jacoby Myers, the defense, man, we're getting sacks, we're forcing incompletions, we're stopping Tyreek Hill in the backfield on little checkdowns and RPOs. Hey, it's a beautiful thing. It's a beautiful thing when it all comes together. And really, I mean, we should probably we want to go run inside because ideally we want to just kind of get the ground game going, chew up some of this clock. I'm not going to change defend the deep pass. I mean, it worked, you know, in the first half. But again, the Dolphins can turn on the Jets at any time with their receivers. So I just want to make sure that doesn't happen at all costs. And Trey Tucker's going to let this thing bounce. And let's see what half number 2 has in store for us. Start things out here with a little RPO. Just safe, smart plays, which that is going to amount to only a gain of 1. Okay, thought maybe we could get some blocking out there in the open space. Unfortunately, that did not happen, so not a very positive play on that one. Single high safety, though. Yes, Davante Adams, maybe he can beat his man. No, but Brock Bowers open on that mesh, as he tends to be quite often. And Gardner Minshew now 154, 2 touchdowns. He's like Kevin Saunders, who, and I'll tell you what, if we keep winning games, he might not be able to get Saunders. Or look, we're getting Saunders, okay, that is happening, but we would probably have to trade up. And yeah, I didn't expect to be winning this many games, at least so far in the season we are. 2nd and 9 from the 43. We're going to come out single back, and the shallow cross, Davante Adams usually tends to get open, and he does. So Davante is having a good game. Well, decent, 2 for 60. And I think, was it last episode? I can't remember because I record 2 different series, so sometimes I get my wires crossed. But I think it was last episode Davante had a hell of a game. Maybe it was the one before that. I don't think so, though. And he's kind of picking up where he left off. Let's go ahead and send Brock Bowers in motion, and Kareem Hunt going to test this left side. It's worked pretty well for us this season, but that one is going to be shut down there pretty much instantly by Bradley Chubb. Of course, he's not playing in real life. He's injured, but he is healthy and well here in this franchise. So we find ourselves in a precarious situation here, if you will, behind the sticks, really, I would say. And 3rd and 7, going to be tough to pick up. Maybe if Trey Tucker can lead Jalen Ramsey down there, maybe we get Brock Bowers on the corner, which we do. Oh, man. I am an offensive mastermind. Not really, but that's exactly how you want to read the field, though. You know, you got to see where the defense is lined up. You got to predict things, and I knew Trey Tucker being fast, if he could just draw Jalen Ramsey way downfield, we could get Brock Bowers in a nice situation. Get him in a nice situation, we did. How about draw play here on 2nd and 9? They got defenders in the gaps, but I would imagine they probably drop back. They did not, and wow. That one is shut down there pretty quickly by Jalen Phillips, also not playing in real life. Kind of wish he wasn't playing in this one either, if I'm being totally honest. I'm okay settling for a field goal if that's what we end up having to do. Probably looking at Jacoby Myers, maybe. Nope, it's Brock Bowers. I should have led that thing down. If I would have led that thing down, I think Bowers would have had some space to catch it. Instead, I did not, and Jalen Ramsey with the pass breakup. Now, got to be quiet here so I can drill this field goal and hopefully go up 17-3. Think that's good from Carlson. It sneaks through. There's a little bit of win here in Hard Rock, not going to lie. So we go up 17-3. It is always nice coming out of the locker room scoring. Would have liked the 6, but I'll settle for the 3. And hopefully our defense plays pretty much the exact same way they did in the first half. So Tua, what's he got in store for us here? He probably going to show him getting sacked. Yeah, I was going to say that was the big storyline of the first half, is our defensive line was actually able to generate some pressure. They don't do that too often. And I think even Max Crosby got a sack. So if Max Crosby's out here getting sacks, then, you know you're doing something right. I know that seems weird to say because Max Crosby is an all-pro edge rusher. He don't get sacks in this franchise. He's got one. So, maybe two now, if that counts as a sack. Tyreek Hill for a gain of 7, and Dolphins get this down to the 33-yard line. We got to remember to play man, right? Man is going to be the way to go. Now zone, let's go ahead and use her up on Spillane. Mostert is a blocker. I knew that was going to happen, man. I went the wrong way. I tried to punch that thing out there with Isaiah Palomau, but a nice catch and completion there by Jalen Waddle. Dolphins now 2nd and 10. Let's send safety blitz here. Kind of feel good about that. Probably have Masterson here be just kind of patrol this side of the field. It's going to be a run to H-N, and he's got space. Uh-oh, this could spell disaster. All right, so the Dolphins starting to get their rushing attack going, which was more or less non-existent in the first half. It was not non-existent on that play as Devon Achane gashed us for a big one. Let's go pressure. I'm going to audible it into some pressure here. That's really what worked for us well in first half. We got tons of pressure on Tua, and that was a weird animation. Okay, Jonnu Smith was able to kind of contort his body and come down with the catch, but this is what I was talking about right here. Dolphins now down to the 4-yard line. Got to be pressure again. I'm half tempted to guess run up the middle, but I'm not going to do that. Let's see if Tua does. See, good thing I didn't. That would have been bad, and it's Achane, but he is actually going to get dropped for a loss of 1. And believe it or not, that's going to take us down close to the end of possibly the quickest third quarter in Madden history. That one flew by. I know our drive was very long and methodical, but still, I feel like we just started halftime. Touchdown there. That is Jalen Waddle, who is starting to come alive here in the second half. Got to be careful now because we're only up by a touchdown. That's why I would have really liked 6 instead of 3 on that last drive, but hopefully Gardner Minshew and the boys got some good stuff to show us here on their second drive of the second half. Single back formation here, TE angle, which you guys know I love with all my heart. Coach did call it too. So let's see if Bowers, oh yeah, baby, that's why I love it. I love those TE angles, man. Gardner Minshew at 202 now and 2 touchdowns. Key stat though, no interceptions. He has thrown 9 of them this season. I don't think he threw one last week, and so far, he hasn't thrown one this week either. So, Gardner, I like it. You're still going to be our backup next year. I don't care if you throw for 6,000 passing yards this season. Well, maybe if you throw for 6, I'll make you a deal, Minshew. Throw for 6,000 yards this season, and you can be our starting quarterback, and I'll tell Kevin Saunders to go take a hike. Let's see what Amir Abdullah has for us out of the shotgun. He started off his season pretty well, but not really a factor in these last couple of weeks. Go screen pass here on 2nd and 9. We don't got to pick up all 9 of these yards. And the last thing I want to do is try to play hero ball and start throwing interceptions. And I mean, Gardner Minshew, for some reason, sucks on screen passes. Like, his windup is crazy, and receivers never really just seem to get, or the blocking, I should say, never really seems to get set up the way that I like it. And this is kind of scary. How about we send Devontae Adams? But honestly, it could just be Trey Tucker and or Brock Bowers. It's Bowers, and I just needed him to break 1 tackle. But it was good blanket coverage there by Anthony Walker. And unfortunately, not going to go for it in this spot of the field. Hope we can pin the Dolphins back here and play field position. AJ Cole is a good punter. Didn't have all the power on that one, unfortunately, but it is going to land inside the 20 at least. Okay, Summits, show me those sacks that we had in the first half. Maybe even an interception. I did make that our goal this week to get an interception, and so far we haven't. But Jack Jones, was that Tyreek Hill? Because, oh man, we're dead last in takeaways too, and we got 0 today. Perfect. If that was Tyreek Hill, though, he has been stopped on those quick little checkdowns and RPOs really all game. Got to go man coverage here. We're going to guess pass. We're going to shade inside. And I'm going to have Tyree Wilson kind of patrol, become an extra. Well, yeah, I am going to do that because they're sending everybody to this side of the field. Tua, where's he going to go? He is flushed out of the pocket almost. That was a good defense there by Trayvon Merritt. Big third and 10 coming up here. Man coverage again. I'm going to use her up on Divine Diablo. And wow, Raheem Mostert is superstar. Was he always superstar? I don't know. Was he? Oh, come on. There we go. It's Adam Butler for his third sack. Oh my God. Big number 69. Just sucking his way into the backfield there. Just getting sucked into animations left and right. Adam Butler having probably the best game of his career because it's Adam Butler, and I love him today. Not really the best player in the world, but he's got 3 sacks on Tua. Now, I will say this is not taking away any of the credit from any of the boys. We'll just fair catch that. But there's certain quarterbacks in Madden, Tua being one of them, who Jalen Hurts is one of them. Justin Fields, definitely one of them. They kind of like get paranoid at the first signs of pressure. And I don't know why that is. Maybe because they're like quote unquote scrambling quarterbacks. Although Tua really, I mean, he's a pocket passer, if you ask me. He can do things on the run. But it just seems like when you play quarterbacks like that in Madden, like the quote unquote scramblers, they just kind of escape the pocket, the first chance they get. And a lot of times, if it doesn't result in big yards, it does seem to result in sacks. So maybe the Summits are just awesome, though, and I'm going for that. So Kareem Hunt gotta do something. We really need to get the run game going and kill this clock as we're down to about 6 minutes. Hunt only picking up 1 on that one, though. I'm going to put Adams on a curl. He is there on the far side of the field, and if none of those defenders go that way, which of course they are, so we'll just go to Michael Mayer, who makes the catch, and it's 3rd and inches. This is going to be quarterback sneak all the way. You guys know how I feel about that. And we'll see if Minshew can power his way forward. All right, Minshew, put your head down and bull rush forward, brother. That is easy money. It's always easy money, man. The quarterback sneaks. I'm surprised they're gonna have to add the tush push into one of these upcoming Maddens, right? At least you would think. Now, for the love of everything that is holy and true in the great realms above me, can I complete a screen pass to Kareem Hunt? Like, I'm not asking for a lot here. There we go. And, Hunt put Jalen Ramsey on skates. That is not easy to do, as Ramsey is one of the better corners in the league, or at one time, I'm not sure. I don't know. The jury's out on Ramsey. He's good, don't get me wrong, but he's hurt a lot, and you just don't really feel like you don't hear his name as often as you once did. Kind of like Jair Alexander, one of my favorite corners in the league, just always hurt. But this has got to be RPO time, but we're just going to keep it in the hands of Hunt, and we just cannot get anything going with him as Bradley Chubb is there to get us. A touchdown pretty much puts this thing away because a field goal with me, if you guys watch my content, like, it's never a guaranteed thing, even extra point range, right? So, yeah, definitely would feel a lot more confident with a TD score here. I'm going to have Devontae Adams run a curl. Definitely not looking that way, but I just don't want everybody on this side of the field. Boom, Trey Tucker, and he couldn't hang on. We did fit that thing into tight coverage, and that does stop the clock as well. So got to step up to the plate, got to stop talking, and got to drill a field goal.
Oh, I wish that you hadn't pulled the trigger. Shut me down with my bitter heart.
Oh no, I pressed my controller on the... Dude, you have no idea what I just did. Oh God, I suck so bad. At the very last second, my thumb slipped on the analog controller, and that's why. That is why I said we need a touchdown. Like, oh God, how bad do I suck? I suck so bad. I suck so bad, man. I can't believe that. I wish I had a thumb cam right? That's not, oh, come on, another sack, it's Crosby. There we go. Defense bailing me out on that one. And Max Crosby having the best game of his season. Yeah, what I was saying is I wish I had a thumb cam. That's not a thing, I realize. But I wish you could just see my thumb slipped on the analog, because I'm trying to, like, you know, when you're holding the kick, when you're holding the, you know, the meter in the exact right spot that you want it, and then you got to be careful because it kind of like shakes a little bit and stuff like that. So I was trying to like hold it in the exact right spot, and it just slipped. Luckily, Max Crosby was there to at least save the day, at least momentarily, but we still got a lot of work to do here. Obviously, it's 4-down territory for the Dolphins. Does not matter where they're at on the field, and I think I need to have Tyree Wilson just kind of follow Tyreek Hill. It is Tyreek Hill. Oh, almost. That was Divine Diablo. Almost the interception by Divine Diablo. I would have given him a max contract had he gotten that pick. All right, guys, this is the ball game right here. Can we stop him on 4th and 11? We've gotten sacks on Tua all game, and it's going to be another one. It's Divine Diablo. I'm extending him next episode. I do not even care what it takes. He has played so great for us this season, and I don't know what it is, if it's these Dolphins or if it's, like I said, Tua being kind of like the paranoid type of AI that he is. I've never seen this many pressures in a game on this series, or surely not my SFL series. We never get in the backfield there. But it's a thing of beauty, and I love it. It's amazing when it comes together. Kareem Hunt, that should just about do it. Dolphins going to call a timeout, but we should be able to drain most of this clock down here. I will say this, though. I would feel so much better with a first down or a score here, because if I don't get it, we're going to have to kick a field goal. But look at Kareem Hunt putting the game on ice. Thank you for not making me kick another. Oh, that's Cordero or Alexander Madison. Wow, the disrespect is real. And I don't know why I almost said Cordero Patterson. Not even on this team, by the way. But thank you, Madison, for not making me have to kick a field goal and embarrass myself. One of those per day is quite enough for me. Thank you very much. Now, of course, that one's right down the middle. But that will seal the game here. Even if the Dolphins score, it would take a freaking miracle. And how about these Akron Summits? Now, I would like to keep it at 10, though, to definitely help our defensive ratings this season. Regardless, it's fine. But how about these Summits, man, suiting up and showing up down here at Hard Rock Stadium? Another sack! Another sack! Look at that. Couldn't even tell who that was. This is utter insanity. Like, it's utter... another one? Tyree Wilson? I almost had him. Utter insanity, man. I cannot believe it. I hope this keeps up. I hope this is not just a fluky one-off game, because it's nice when teams are not just scoring 70, 80 play drives on every single drive. Like, that's what usually happens to me. Another sack? Wow. The pressure on Tua is something else. And Minshew will go in kneel formation, and we will win this game 24-10 and improve to 6-4, on pace with the Chiefs in our division. And don't look now, but this team is really serious about making a playoff push, and I am too. Rarely do I ever play well in the first season of a franchise. Maybe this will be the outlier, and maybe we got something special going here with the AK Rowdy Summits. It don't show sacks on here. Like, am I just missing it? Am I blind? They show interceptions, fumbles lost, but no sacks, huh? And the team stats? I hope I'm not missing it. That would be highly embarrassing, but I guess whatever. We can see it in the true stats here. So Gardner Minshew, good, clean game. 74% completion, 230 yards, and 2 touchdowns. And Tua, will it show how many times he was sacked? No, it doesn't. Okay. Well, anyways, he did not really have that good of a game. Kareem Hunt manages to get the half-century mark. Not really a good yards per carry average, but that's okay. We did it with our defense today. And receiving-wise, Brock Bowers continues his strong season. 6 for 82. Jacoby Myers had 1 touchdown, and also Devontae Adams had a touchdown as well. But this is where the game was won here. So Adam Butler, 3 sacks. Max Crosby, 1.5 sacks. Spillane, a sack. Diablo, a sack. Tyree Wilson, a sack. Isaiah Palomau, a sack. Christian Wilkins, a sack. So that was what? Let's see. So 3, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. We had 9 sacks in that game. Is that right? Yeah, 3 from Butler, 2, 1.5 plus the half is 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. We had 9 sacks in that game. That is a thing of beauty. And welcome to the league, Akron Summits defense. We missed you, and nice of you to arrive. No upgrade for Adam Butler, though, huh? Just Jack Jones? I don't think Jack Jones really did anything in that game, but hey, maybe Butler will get a breakout scenario next week or something. That would be cool. I would definitely take that. Jack Jones will go man. But yeah, what a solid win for us. We're going to improve to 6-4. And do I get I don't get a message from my defensive coordinator? All right. I guess they're just like, look, you did what you're supposed to. What do you want, a cookie or something? That's how you're supposed to play. But at least Divine Diablo says we got this. He knows what's up, and he will be getting a contract extension next week. So, heck of a game, man. That was the most fun I've had in Madden in quite some time. And if the Chiefs lose this week, we would be tied with them. And we actually beat them earlier in the season, so we would be atop the AFC West. Who would have thunk it? But that is going to do it for me tonight, guys. As always, I appreciate you stopping by. I will catch you on the next one. Until then, peace.